Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead. Whispers in the air tell the tales of the brothers gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. Watching from the edge of the circus for the games to begin. Gladiators draw their swords from their ranks for Armageddon. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth of sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, as well as sisters that are watching as well. In this video, you just seen a numerous compilation of nuclear testing in various parts of the world. Mainly those footages come from America itself, starting in the 1950s. But the reason why it was so paramount is because of what's going on today. All the rumors of wars, nuclear wars, talk between, of course, North Korea, as well as you have mainly Russia, China, etc., etc. But with that video goes beautiful because, you know, the God of Israel, he wants nuclear war. In fact, he's orchestrating it. He actually created those to make these intercontinental ballistic missiles. In fact, before I get to this article, let me just start off with the first scripture. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. All right. So the Lord created you scientists, you nuclear physicists, all right, so on and so forth, to create these nuclear bombs so that you can end up causing the Third World War, which is nuclear, you know, intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right, nuclear war. Okay. And so the Lord created y'all to make these missiles so then what? You can destroy yourselves. Now, this article from Huffington Post was beautiful because this Trump evangelical advisor, all right, he told Trump, like, hey, God has given, you know, you authority to take out Kim Jong-un. And the article speaks for itself. It says, the title, God is totally cool with nuking North Korea. You're right. You know, that's actually biblical. All right. The God of Israel is okay with thermonuclear fire. In fact, that's what he wants. Okay. And he wants it on a larger scale because he wants all you nations to lob nukes at each other for what? For your judgment. All right. So let's continue on with this article because it's pretty funny. And then we'll get into some more scriptures and a couple more articles. It says a right-wing pastor who serves on Donald Trump's evangelical advisory board claims God has given President, quote-unquote, full power to launch an attack on North Korea. Robert Jeffress, head of the First Baptist Dallas megachurch, told CBN on Tuesday that a biblical passage to Romans allows rulers to use whatever means necessary, including war, to stop evil. Okay, he said, quote, in the case of North Korea, God has given Trump authority to take out Kim Jong-un. I'm heartened to see that our president, contrary to what we've seen with past administrations who have taken at best a sheepish stance towards dictators and oppressors, will not tolerate any threat against the American people, end quote. Jeffers also said, when POTUS draws a red line, he will not erase, move, or back away from it. Thank God for a president who is serious about protecting our country. All right. So there you have it, man. This evangelical, all right, this devil, I mean, he had a good point. You know, the God is totally cool with nuking North Korea. In fact, he's totally cool with all you nations getting nuked. All right. And he took Romans 13, which I'm going to read, because really this is for all you nations. All right. You're all subjected to the Most High. So whatever you're doing is of the Most High. All right. Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. Right. Which are the higher powers? Okay. These authoritative governments that the Most High set up, right, to bring forth prophecy and to bring forth the judgment. Okay. Which is prophecy. Okay. Because judgment is coming, man. All right. For there is no power but of God, the powers that be ordained of God. Right. Romans 13:1. So everything has been set up and orchestrated, okay, by the Most High. And he put all these ruling governments in position for the great day of judgment. All right. Verse 2. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High. And they that resisteth shall receive themselves damnation. Right, man. And that's talking about you, really, all right, you so-called black Spanish Native Americans. You cannot take down Esau's government by using a gun or whatever. What do you call your weapons this day and age? Okay. In your music, okay, which I ain't even get into that, but all right, you're not gonna be able to take this devil down, all right, with these types of small arms, as the military likes to call it. All right, you have small arms. You don't have an intercontinental ballistic missile. You don't have a tank. You don't have a helicopter. All right, you don't have shit. So you have to be under subjection to this devil in terms of what he puts out in his laws up to a certain point, because the Most High also has set up that you don't take that chip, which he wrote in the scriptures. All right, so that's what you have to follow. That's why you have to read the scriptures, and you have to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right, but everything else in terms of subject to payments, all right, you have to pay this devil. All right, because that's the ordinance of what the Lord set up. All right, the Most High. If you can receive it, you can receive it. If not, you'll be a scoffer and say some stupid shit. What I just said. Verse 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Right. And what are the good works, man? Preaching the scripture. That's why when you see the men of great millstone out in the highways and byways, all right, these cops, man, they fear us, man. All right. They walk by us. I know we have plenty of accounts, man, where we teach at. A lot of times, these centurions, man, these police officers, man, they see us teaching, they just drive away, or they walk real fast because they know we're coming out of the Bible, and they know they're wicked, man. All right. Continuing out. Will thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Right, man. All right. So what this devil, this evangelical, all right, this Edomite is saying that, yeah, Kim Jong-un, he's evil, man. All right. He's not doing any good works. That's how he's breaking it down. But you so-called white people, you're the prime devil on the planet. All right. You are the wicked. So you ain't doing shit. And all you're doing is just getting ready for thermonuclear fire. All right. Let me get to a good explosion. All right. All right. That's what you're getting ready for, man. A big thermonuclear fire, man. Because all these intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to hit every major city, man. All right. Let's continue on. Why is that? Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Right, man. This is of the Lord. The Lord is going to set nuclear war up. All right. The God of Israel wants nuclear war. Okay. And that's going to be the title of this video as well. The God of Israel wants nuclear war. All right. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Right. He's, what's it called? He's raising up the spirit on these nations, man, to go fight each other, man, in the day of Armageddon. Okay. And that it consists of nuclear war. Okay, so this is of the Most High. You devils are not in control, okay? You're doing the bidding of the Most High. So now let's get to another news article. This is from the Washington Post, because the UN, right? You have these monkeys, all right? These atheists, these so-called Christians, all right? You bunch of monkeys and maggots, and you're going to be destroyed, okay, right where you live at. All right, because you put your whole faith in the UN. Well, that's why we have the United Nations, because they're supposed to bring world peace. Sorry, not going to happen, all right? That world peace, okay, was supposed to be projected in World War II. It didn't happen, because look at the state of the world now, all right? It's this close from nuclear war, and it's going to happen. But I want to read you this article, because this is funny. It's a funny article, all right? The UN just passed a treaty outlawing nuclear weapons. That actually matters. Says on July 7th, the United Nations adopted the first treaty imposing a total ban on nuclear weapons. This nuclear prohibition treaty covers all aspects of nuclear weapons, including their use and threat of use, testing, development, possession, sharing, and stationing in a different country. It provides a pathway for countries with nuclear weapons to join and destroy their nuclear arsenal. 122 nations, all non-nuclear, voted to adopt the treaty. Only the Netherlands voted against doing so, and Singapore abstained. But the 9, this is the key point, this is why I want to laugh. But the 9 nuclear-armed countries, Britain, China, France, India, Israel, the fake Jews, because these are not the real Jews. The real Jews are the so-called black men here walking around in America. All right, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, and the United States boycotted the negotiations. So did all NATO members except the Netherlands, as well as Japan and South Korea. all of which are protected by U.S. nuclear weapons. All right, so there you have it, man. There you have it. And it just goes to show you that these countries, all right, spirit is for to go to war and use them nuclear weapons, all right? That's why that visual and that music is so perfect, man, in the times that we're living in, okay? And this is my form of psychological warfare for you two-thirds and heathens, all right? I want to continue on. Although there was jubilation in the negotiation hall after the successful vote, the United States, Britain, and France announced to a joint statement saying, quote, "We do not intend to sign, ratify, or ever become party to it." Clearly disregards the realities of international security environment, including the growing threat of North Korea's nuclear and missile programs. Right, and that's just a scapegoat, because North Korea, I personally believe, is the patsy, all right? It's really China and Russia who America is looking at, and vice versa, all right? So that's why there will never be no, okay, nuclear prohibition treaty, okay, for all these nations to destroy their nukes. It's not going to happen, okay? You nations will use them because that's of the will of the Most High, the God of Israel, all right? So let's continue on with Scripture. Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. Right. Every battle of the warriors with confused noise. Right. What you're seeing right now in the Middle East. All right. America, Syria, Russia, Iran. Okay. Iraq. All right. All these Arab nations. Okay. They're all fighting, and America's midst to it. Right. They're all killing each other. It's all warriors fighting. The battle of the warrior. But this time, what the scripture says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? And that's talking about them intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right? What you just seen in this video. Let me get another. Hey, look at that, man. Look at these soldiers, man. These soldiers sat here and watched this, all right? They got hit with radiation too, all right? Dummies, okay? But this is what's coming, man. The fuel of fire, all right? Let's get back to the scriptures. Okay, Salakia. For every Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Exactly, man. Intercontinental ballistic. It is coming. Last article, the Daily Caller. World faces Russian nuclear domination as U.S. stops building reactors. This is a beautiful article. This just came out recently, so I had to read it. And it's lovely because it shows how weak America is and why Russia is going to destroy America. And that's prophecy, all right? And that's of the will of the Most High Power, the God of Israel, all right? So the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? The God of the 12 tribes, all right? Continuing on. Let's read this article. The potential bankruptcy of U.S. nuclear energy company could give Vladimir Putin, quote, nuclear domination over the industry as Russian-backed companies gobble the global market, according to pro-nuclear environmentalists. Quote, Moscow's views nuclear reactor cells as a vehicle for expanding and enhancing its influence, environmentalist Nick Gallucci and Michael Schellenberger wrote Thursday. Quote, Russia's state-owned nuclear corporation, Rosatom, is currently offering to not only build, but fully finance and operate nuclear weapons abroad. A deal that many cash-strapped and electricity-poor nations are finding hard to refuse. That's right. That's right. Because what Russia's doing is like, hey, you poor nations, look, I want to build my nuclear reactors in your country. All right, here I'm gonna boost your economy. Your economy's not doing so well, and these poor nations are like, yeah, please come in. All right, I don't want my people to keep revolting against me. I don't want to be overthrown. I want to stay in power. All right, and that's why Russia's dominating, man. That's why Russia's able to fuck you Americans up in the Middle East, man. And that's why you looking like a bitch right now, Trump. All right, all you doing is selling wolf tickets with North Korea, man. You ain't doing shit. North Korea launching intercontinental ballistic missiles in the sky, and America, you looking weak as fuck, man. All right, it's beautiful. This shows how far down America has gotten, man. You're not powerful anymore, man. You're weak. You're a pussy. All right, just like Donald Trump, bunch of little bitch ass pussy. That's why them fake ass Jews got to do something, man. And they will. Them Zionists, the elite, they're gonna push Donald Trump to force his hand to go to war, man. And then that's going to be America's demise. And that's beautiful. We'll get to that scripture too. Let's continue on. It says, U.S.-based Westinghouse filed for bankruptcy protection in March, triggering a slew of canceled American reactors. This has significantly undermined U.S. and Western national security interests, as well as a global climate mitigation efforts, according to Gallucci and Schellenberger. They say U.S. nuclear companies need new management teams capable of building new reactors that can compete with the low-interest financing offered by Russia's government-backed companies. Why is Russia offering low-interest financing? Because Russia's not in a lot of debt, like you fucking piece of shit Americans. All right, so they're able to give out loans with low interest. You see how that works? But America, you honestly think the more money you take out and the more money you spend, you're gonna have power? You're a bunch of fucking idiots, man. All right, you live in a land of illusion. Let me, and this is the last point, just to show you how much Russia has expanded. Russia is currently building new reactors in Bangladesh, Belarus, China, India, and Slovakia, and has plans to construct more in Armenia, Egypt, Finland, Hungary, Iran, Turkey. Now, isn't Turkey part of NATO? Huh? Yeah, it shows you how much Turkey done said, you Americans, yeah, we're part of NATO, but we're going to do our own thing too, all right? These nuclear reactors create a decades-long economic and political relationship between Russia and these countries, which could greatly boost Putin's influence there. The U.S. is losing global influence to Russia and China by allowing its nuclear power industry to stagnate, according to research published in May by the Global Nexus Initiative. Nuclear power is a significant element of a country's geopolitical influence. Technology exchanges and long time frames involved in building and operating a nuclear plant create diplomatic relations between nations, and those ties are threatening as the U.S. nuclear industry continues to decline. Outstanding, man. I love this article, man, because America, you're going down, and it's beautiful. Now let's go to Business Insider. All right, they just came out with this article, brand new, August 8th. They claim that there's 4,995 nukes, which I call bullshit. There's a lot more nukes, all right? They've been creating nukes since the 1950s, okay? And that's what they expose, all right? I guarantee they've been creating nukes for at least, okay, maybe good 80, 70 years, all right? But they'll expand it out and say the 1950s. So we'll give it that, right? We'll say 1950s. And 1950s to now, they have more than this amount of nukes. I tell you that, all right? So this is where the map states, it says where the world's 9,995 Slovakia nuclear weapons are, right? And look at all these nations: Russia, U.S., France, China, UK, Pakistan, India, Israel, North Korea. All right? This is where they state that they deployed. They have stockpiles, retired, waiting to be dismantled, right? Look at that, look at that. These countries, these little countries, all right? Well, China's not a little country, but they're not dismantling them, right? Because they're getting ready, okay? But this goes to show you how many nations are gearing up for the Third World War to launch intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay? So, there is no stopping nuclear war. And so let's get to the final scriptures to back this up, because this is of the Lord. The God of Israel wants it. Malachi 4:1. Behold, the day cometh, that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Right? That's total annihilation. All right? You people that are wicked, that are proud, you're going to die in these last days. All right? Because the only people that the Lord is going to save are the elect. And that consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who come back to your true biblical nationality, as well as the confusion of faces around the globe that have said in their mind, I'm an Israelite. I know I'm part of the 12 tribes. All right? And the truth is coming out of Great Millstone. Okay? Because that's where the truth is coming out of, Great Millstone. Because we're the only camps talking about this. They're actually breaking it down like this. All right? Continuing on. 2 Peter chapter 3, starting at 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, right? See, what's going on right now, right? You have all over the news media, nuclear war, tensions rising, rumors of war. But as I walk in America, as I walked the streets of Babylon, I see majority Americans are asleep. You're smiling, you're laughing, you're going out partying, you're getting married, you're producing babies, all right? You're shaking your ass on Instagram. You're on World Star Hip Hop, making a fool of yourselves. If you're so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, you're not ready for the Lord, man. So that's why this scripture is so beautiful, but the day of the Lord shall come as a thief in the night, right? So that's how it's going to get you, peons, man. It's going to come at you when you least expect it. In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What's that talking about? Thermonuclear fire. Let me get an elements shall pass away with fervent heat, man. You see that? Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. There you go. That's a beautiful picture right there, man. You see that? That's what that scripture is talking about, man. The earth also and the works therein shall be burned up. Right. What are the works? The evil works, man. The wickedness. All right. So the Lord's coming to kill you people, man. The God of Israel wants nuclear war. Chapter 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in a holy conversation and godliness? Right, man. You should be teaching this word, man, in truth and sincerity on the band of great millstone, okay? And that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, because he put the truth on great millstone to bring this out, okay? Fellowshipping, all right? Going on the highways and byways, teaching this word. Staying away from these wicked two-thirds, man. These wicked two-thirds that want to continue being a Gentile state of mind, all right? That's why you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, all right, that are taking heed to this word, man, all right? Or that this is the first time you're hearing this. You need to come back to your true power and get with the camp, okay? And start teaching this word, man, and start doing what you're supposed to do as a Hebrew Israelite, all right? Verse 12. Looking for and hastening on the coming of the day of the Most High. Right, that's why we want nuclear war. We are all for this. If you are a man of the Lord, you want the Third World War to happen. You want the God of Israel, okay, to push these nations to launch nukes at each other, right? Because you want the Lord to deliver us out of here, man. Do you want to continue being a slave in Babylon, America? Do you want to continue to be subjected onto payments, having to pay taxes, going to work for low wages, having your woman rule over you, seeing freaks and faggots walking around in America? I don't. The brothers of Great Millstone don't. And you shouldn't either if you taking heed to this word. All right? That's why we're looking forward to the coming day of the Lord. That's why we want the Third World War to happen. That's why we love scripture. We love seeing Salaka. We love seeing articles like this. Hell yeah. God is totally cool with nuking in North Korea. I am too. I'm all for it. All right? And so are the brothers of Great Millstone and our apostles, okay, of Great Millstone. All right? Continuing on. Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Right, man. You know, fervent heat. Boom. Look at this. Boom. Look at that. That's beautiful. That was spirit. Look at that, man. The elements being on fire. All right? Fervent heat. Look at that. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what we want. Okay? And that's coming. All right? The Lord's setting it up. And you nations are going to do it. Last scripture. And this is to you, American maggots. All right? You bums. You piece of shit people walking in America that still take heed to this bullshit system and are still believing in democracy and still is accepting faggots and homosexual and transsexual to walk around freely, all right? And that accept to be subject onto payments. And that just accept this bullshit system, man, all right? You little fucking people, all right? This was coming to you. Jeremiah 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Right. That's starting with Russia and those that are following behind Russia, man. China, Iran, North Korea. All right. NATO too, because NATO's going to turn their back against America. All right. And they shall set themselves in array against her. Right? They're gonna launch intercontinental ballistic missiles on America. For thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert. None shall return in vain. Right? Nothing. It's not going to come back. Once the Lord puts the spirit on these nations to lob intercontinental ballistic missiles into America, that's it. Judgment is here. The game is over. The system is done. All right? It's time for people to die and the elect to be delivered out of here. Okay? That the Lord found, okay, righteous. That's the word I'm looking for. To get delivered out of here. And that's what we here at Great Millstone are looking forward to. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. All right? But who else is bringing the truth out like this, raw and uncut? Only Great Millstone. All right? So Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, this put some fear in your heart. All right? Because really, what's the whole duty of man? All right, let me get that scripture out. Ecclesiastes 12. Salaka, the Spirit just came on me. I believe it's one of the last scriptures. Right here, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God. Right. You're supposed to fear God. So by looking at this and looking at these scriptures that the God of Israel wants nuclear war, that should put fear in your heart. Be like, you know what? Let me get with my true power. Let me get into these scriptures. Let me get on the highways and byways and teach this word. Let me do videos, okay? Let me fellowship with the brotherhood, man. Let me get away from these wicked 2/3 and these heathens, okay? And keep his commandments, right? Keep his commandments, all right? And he has a lot of commandments, all right? Don't take the chip, all right? He commanded us not to take the chip. He commanded us, okay, to teach this word, be in season and out of season, all right? He commanded us, okay, to listen to our teachers, okay? For this is the whole duty of man, right? That's your purpose on earth. If you want to know what your purpose on earth is, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, 13 gave it to you on a platter, all right? We're supposed to teach. We're supposed to be, okay, under the banner of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and doing his will, okay? So, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who've been teaching his word, okay, for over 30 years, all right? And giving us young brothers, all right, hope, man. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? And salutation to the Akim out there who are pushing this truth and sincerity, man, throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? Love you, brothers. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. As you can see from these articles, man, it's beautiful. All right? We're almost out of here. All right? And to your sisters out there, the few that are watching Great Millstone, keep following the laws to the best of your ability. And pray that you get delivered out of here too. All right? And with that, this is Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. You already know our slogan. 1, 2, 3, death to America. Shalom.